everybody. We're continuing our adventure on trying to find the best places, especially in St. Louis, because it's where I live, to find Halloween retail. And we've done a video on this place before, Johnnie Brocks Dungeon. And just for those who don't know, Johnnie Brocks Dungeon was like really the original Halloween retail place in St. Louis. And they used to have a place on Hampton, and they called it the Dungeon. It was actually just Johnnie Brocks like gift store, but they started selling Halloween, and they had a thing called the Dungeon because they put it in the basement. That's why they called it the Dungeon. They sold Halloween stuff. And when I was literally getting in the haunted house business, people would tell me, have you been over to the Johnnie Brocks Dungeon? I'm like, no, I've never been there, never heard of it. And like, I was in the haunted house business, never been over there. I was in the haunted house business for several years, and finally I went over there and was like, oh, wow, Halloween stuff for sale. And so here it is, right here. And this is in a very busy area. Like, you could see them from the highway. This is like Highway 40. They only have the one location now, but they used to have a ton of locations. And here it is, and it's open year-round. It's probably the only one of its kind that's open year-round. And look at that, you're greeted by a skeleton. And let's look around and see what all they have. Because we went to Walmart, we went to Home Depot and everything else. They're not going to have a lot of the big old giant animations. But what they are going to have is they're going to have more Halloween stuff than any place in St. Louis, including the Spirits, probably almost 2 to 1. Because look at all this cool stuff. Now they do have an animation over there. You got Leatherface. And then it looks like an animation there called the Tricycle Clown. And then look at all this really cool wall art they have. And it's more than just a costume store, because they also sell or rent costumes and things like that. But one of the things that they're going to have that a normal place doesn't have is they're going to have a whole bunch of costumes. They're also going to sell a lot of makeup supplies. And Miron, like when I went to Spirits, I don't remember seeing anything like that. And then you're going to see over here, they've got all kinds of like woochy stuff, you know, like stuff to like attach to your face. They have professional makeup. You can see it all right here. Let's just walk past it. Look at this. If you want to be an elf. So like if you were into cosplay, for example, you would want to come here because they have like everything. They sell professional makeup as well. And a lot of this stuff, you know, you can get on Amazon and stuff like that, but a lot of people like to come and look at it. So look at that, they've got a lot of wounds, and a lot of professional haunted houses would use stuff like this, and they sell it. Now I don't know how many places and near you, wherever you guys live, sell this much stuff in one spot, or have a Halloween store that's open year around. But like if you come here, they have every costume. There's like no costume they don't have. It's just like you could literally get lost in here because they have so many costumes. Like when I went to Walmart yesterday and we uploaded that video, you know, how lame. You know, Walmart is lame. I think almost like they've given up on Halloween, honestly. Probably because they're getting destroyed by Spirits Halloween. They're getting destroyed by Amazon. Now, see, this is what I meant by costumes. Look at it. They rent all these Santa costumes. They rent those oversized costumes. Look at that. You want to be a Wicked Witch? They've got that. Dorothy. You name it. All kinds of toys. You want to be Bambi. You know, the funny thing about Winnie the Pooh here he is now public domain. So is Peter Pan. And you notice, you see how this is not licensed. It says Neverland Boy. That's funny. But Peter Pan is 100% public domain. And of course, we can't get away from Hocus Pocus, Toy Story, Ghostbusters, Cat in the Hat, you name it. And look, here's the oversized costumes. Look, this one's called an ogre. I guess that's like, you know, popular because of Shrek. In case you weren't aware, they're making another Shrek movie. Now look, they give them all these Christmas costumes. So this place is, like I said, it's open year around. And there's a Grinch costume. Oh, look at this. Instead of licensing it, they just call it Christmas Bunny. Isn't that funny? I think that's funny. And look at this. So another thing that they're big in case you're not aware, in St. Louis is huge for Mardi Gras. And we have the second biggest Mardi Gras event in the country. And look at that. That's a really cheesy Michael Myers, clearly. They got some Addams Family over here, Wednesday, Freddy Krueger, some Chucky, you name it. But this place just goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. Of course, you can't have a costume store without a sexy section. And that's with a lot of sexy costumes, you know, because this is a costume store that's open year round. Look, they even have changing rooms. You can try stuff on. They've got leggings, hats. You name it, they have it. Yeah, that's definitely sexy. You know, people go to parties. Whoops. They go to everything. So anything and everything that you would ever want that's related to Halloween, Christmas parties, and see, that's all wigs and hats. There's more rhinestones. Jack Sparrow, pirate, kings. Tons of pirates and some like really high-end costumes. Let's see that. So really high-end type stuff too. So like I said, if you're into cosplay, this place has everything you could want. Now, if you look over here, Pokemon, the Grinch. But if you look over here, adult horror, it says. I'm curious to know what that means. Adult horror. But it's definitely like more adult costumes over here. You're starting to get the picture that this place is a lot bigger than a Spirits. I mean, it's just rows and rows and rows. But look at all the masks. And there's Medusa. There's masks everywhere. And it looks like they have a lot of props here. A lot of things you can hang. And they do have some animations. Witch, rat. They don't have any on display though, which kind of sucks. But it looks like they have a lot of skeletons, that's for sure. And then you can see more masks. Lots and lots of versions of Michael Myers, that's for sure. And then here we got all the presidents. We got, there's Donald Trump, Biden, Reagan, Vladimir Putin, Obama, Nixon. I mean, they're all here. Look at all those masks. Holy moly. This is cool. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Now I'm digging that for sure. Needs to be painted. Look at this. They have a wrecked Mustang in here. That is 100% a Mustang. Don't know what year. I'm guessing like a 69 maybe. They got inflatables, skeletons. Here's a bunch of body parts. More skeletons. And then here they've got a little room showing you a lot of their animation. So they do have some on display. They're just not working at the moment. Skeleton spiders, props, tombstones. Costumes everywhere. And so this is Johnnie Brocks. Look at that, it says Halloween Kills from Trick or Treat Studios. We have our own horror retail store in the darkness, which is downtown St. Louis. It's not like this. This is totally different. We're more like horror collectibles and stuff, and those are really nice, by the way. And they have a nice little mixture here of expensive and affordable. Our retail store at the darkness, which I'm going to do a video of once we get it ready to go. And there's a bunch of Scream stuff. They even have the funny Scream spin-off movie. You got a Stormtrooper in there. All kinds of Scream masks. They're like everywhere. So much stuff in here. It's like ridiculous. And here is a coffin cruiser, they're calling it. And so they have an animated pumpkin. And just Halloween stuff like everywhere. And here's the thing, like, they're gonna close in like 5 minutes, so, but you just look how far down you can see. You see that? Now let me turn around. You see how far that down it is? And this is just like rows and rows and rows. And here are some pretty cool Halloween just stuff to wear around. I mean, see, look at this. This place, it just keeps going and going and going and going. It's like anything, everything you thought you were looking for, you'll find here. What you won't find here, there's a nice Beetlejuice costume. Lots of Addams Family this year, I've been noticing. What you won't find here, that you'll find at Home Depot, is a lot of stuff to decorate your yard. Or turn your haunt into a home haunt. Although there will be stuff here that you could use inside the home haunt. And you got lots of tombstones and skeletons. You got a lot of Halloween props here. And then look over here, you got a lot of weapons. Now don't forget, our haunted house is open. This is going to be a huge season. There's some black lights. And you can learn all about it at scarefest.com. Look at that. They even have mirror balls. They have spinning lights, black lights. Like, they have basically most of everything you need. There's weapons down there. Chains, swords. Birthday stuff. You know, the videos that I make are a little bit different, most of them anyway. Most YouTubers, you know, they'll make, like, show you the highlights and might try something on and act like silly or whatever. I like to just go and just like have you walk along with me. We're doing it together. You're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm pointing in the direction of my eyeballs. Just trying to give you an idea. You want to be a pimp? There's pimp costumes. Lots of them. You name it, they got it right here. You want to be a flapper. It's like there's really not anything they don't have. They have pretty much everything. Stickers. And we got some of the Batman. More licensed stuff. Oh, here you go. You want to be cop and robber? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Catwoman. I mean, you name it. This place just goes on and on and on and on. So here's my recommendation. If you are looking for Halloween costumes of any place to go,
Hi there, can I help you find anything?
no, I'm making a video for Scarefest
Oh, okay, sure.
for the haunted house.
All right, you probably would talk to Sarah. She'll let you know we're closed in about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I don't even edit stuff like that out. You're coming along for the ride, but we're gonna take off here. But here's what I would say: if you're looking for Halloween costumes, look at all these little cool knickknacks. Lots of cool knickknacks. And by the way, these are good for your actors. You can just like buy that for $12 and then hand them out. You know, as like your line actors can hand them out as like gifts and things. We like to hand out eyeballs, which is funny. Anyway, we're gonna take off here. They got the leg lamp. Woo! You can't go out that way. Oh, and here's some cool Halloween props. Look at all those up there. Really cool. See you guys later.
See you later. It's a good time of day. Nobody in the way.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay. There's a cobra. And look at all these stickers. Lots and lots and lots of stickers. And so that's Johnnie Brocks Dungeon, located right here in St. Louis. And what I was saying was, if you're looking for costumes or any kind of party supply, this is the best place to go because they have everything. They have way more than a Spirits by far. I mean, like literally you could put Target and Walmart together. I mean, it wouldn't even have 1/4. So I will say that I know they get really busy on weekends, so come on a weekday. As you see, I just went and it was totally dead. There was nobody inside, but it also gets so busy you can't even move in there. And Halloween stuff goes fast. People really buy it early now, so I would get there and check it out. So where would I rank Johnnie Brocks? If I'm a home haunter and I'm trying to do a home haunt, I'm still gonna rank Home Depot first. I would say you probably could do something really cool between Johnnie Brocks Dungeon and Home Depot because you can get a lot of the little stuff here. They do have some big props, they do have a few animations, but nothing like Home Depot. Mostly it's a year-round costume store. And check that out. Like, they put in the skeletons like all over the place. So look how big this building is. You see where their building ends right there. So check this out. There is no Spirits anywhere close to this big. Now, Spirits might go into a building bigger than this because they might go into a closed down Sears or something like that, but they only use a very small fraction because, you know, they got to set up from scratch. This place is already set up. It's set up all year round. So Johnnie Brocks Party Warehouse Dungeon. I would say for costumes and Halloween party supplies, by far number one. Anything costume or mask related, number one. Any kind of Halloween trinket, doodad, anything, number one. And I would say I can definitely see why people would come here all year round, whether it's Christmas, Mardi Gras, some sort of like ball or anything, they would come here. So I'm sure their busiest time of year is Halloween. I do suggest you get here early because this place does get super, super busy. These people have been doing Halloween, I think, for about 30, 35 years right here in St. Louis. And, you know, at their very beginning, they started to branch out, okay? And they were doing satellite stores all over St. Louis. And they just couldn't compete with spirits on that end, especially on the real estate side. So somewhere along the line, they bought this building right here. And this has been it for them since, man, for a long time. And there they are. See that? They're closing up. They're shutting the gate. And they've got like the creepy gate too. And look at the roll up. It's orange. Beautiful, right? And it's very easy to find. You see that right there? It says 44 West. Right there you can see 44 West. And you can see the next exit up is Lafayette Avenue. So it's a very convenient place to find because it's right off the highway. And I believe right next door is some kind of sort of like a wine store. So I'm gonna get back in my car and we're gonna head off. So where else are we going to do a video? Well, we might go back to Party City. We definitely want to go to Target. Target always has cool Halloween stuff. They also have cool Christmas stuff too, if we're being honest. We're for sure gonna go back, or we're gonna go to Target, I know that for a fact. And then, I don't know, we'll just see. But we are gonna film some yard haunts. We're gonna try to learn about some yard haunts. If you know somebody that has a great one in St. Louis, we wanna go film it. But our haunted house is open for this Halloween season. We're beyond ecstatic about the things that we have done to our haunted houses. And I can tell you that haunted houses have changed a lot. And when you look at these Halloween retail stores, they've changed a lot too, because they used to be nothing but kids' costumes. Now it's like everything under the sun. Haunted houses have changed a lot. We've had to like really alter our haunts a lot to make them very photogenic, and in terms of like offering the customer somewhere where they can get photos and take reels and see cool stuff. And we've really done that this year at Creepy World. We're really excited about that. And so make sure you follow us on Instagram. We're at Scarefest, and on TikTok it's just Darkness Haunted House. And if you want to find a haunted house anywhere across the world, go to hauntworld.com. But our haunted houses are about to open. The Halloween season has absolutely started. It always starts with Home Depot. They're the first ones to put anything out. And it's usually at the beginning of August. And then it's literally all gone. It's all gone. Like the first week of October, you're like, where did it all go? It's all gone. It just became October and they got Christmas stuff out. But if you come here to Johnnie Brocks, it's Halloween year round. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of other stuff mixed in here and there. And we're so excited. The Halloween season 2024 is here. And now it's time for me to take off and off to our next adventure to find somewhere that sells Halloween retail. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna head on out. But I do want to say, I mean, Johnnie Brocks clearly has the most stuff, okay? But if you're trying to be a home haunter, I would say Home Depot is still number one. Of all the places that I've seen where you could buy Halloween stuff, I would rank Johnnie Brocks number two. You can't go over Home Depot because Home Depot stuff is big and impressive and it's really cool. Johnnie Brocks is a lot of Halloween, a lot more than Home Depot, but they don't have a lot of the big, cool, impressive stuff. But the amount of stuff that they have is more than Lowe's, more than overwhelms Lowe's big stuff, if that makes sense. So anyway, off to our next adventure. I still got Home Depot in the lead. I would definitely put Johnnie Brocks over Spirits 100%. I mean, if you were thinking about going to a Spirit or Johnnie Brocks, it's not even close. You should go to both because you like Halloween, but you should definitely go to Johnnie Brocks because their selection is literally probably 4 or 5 to 1. So anyway, until then, happy Halloween, and come visit us at the Darkness, Creepy World, and Lamp Haunted House this Halloween.